rise up, brothers and sisters, boys and girls, kings and queens, friends, you frenemies, and you agents. My name is Brother Marley. They call me Tonto Marley over here. And I wanted to talk a little bit about over in East Africa. Oh, that's not back over there, East Africa. In Kenya, there has been women going over from Kenya to work as domestic workers in the United Arab Emirates. For years now, it's been like a popular thing. And recently there has been talk about the amount of people who have died. There's been abuses, there's been talk of abuses and so on. And now we get to the point of where people are being killed over there. Where women are being bought and sold as between owners. Just working like a slave trade. I was looking up a site today. This is the Standard. The Standard is a Kenyan newspaper. This is what their website had to say about it. 283 Kenyan workers died in the Gulf in 3 years. In summary, she said 175 dispute cases were filed by Kenyan migrant workers in those three Gulf countries in 2023 alone. Moore said Kenyan workers in the Gulf are mainly employed in education, banking, hotel, catering, transport and agriculture, while the majority are domestic workers. The government has revealed that 283 Kenyan migrants working in the Gulf died in the span of 3 years, beginning in January 2020. She gave the statistics before Parliament on Wednesday while responding to questions raised by lawmakers on the status of Kenyans in the Gulf countries. She said 185 deaths occurred in the Saudi Arabia Kingdom between January 2020 and November 2022. She said 48 deaths were reported in 2020 and 60 in 2021 and 77 in 2022. In the United Arab Emirates, 45 deaths were reported from 2020 to 2022. She said tens of the deaths occurred in 2020, 17 in 2021 and 18 in 2022. In Qatar, 53 Kenyan immigrants died over the same period, 26 of them in 2022. The cause of deaths ranged from illnesses to homicide, and the next of kin were appropriately notified death cases through the established channels, Paul said. Okay, so they say that this has happened. It's out there. There's no one denying it. It's between people dying from illnesses or homicide. So why in 2024 is Ahmed Bar, the man who's heading up tourism in Gambia, why is he pushing for Gambian workers to go over to the United Arab Emirates? Why are they pushing that? When they know that there's been hundreds and hundreds of women have been killed by these people. I don't know. We are some way too forgiving set of people. Way too forgiving to the point where it's just like, we're just like dodos. You know the dodo bird? Remember the dodo bird? You'd have been taught about it at school. But it's now completely extinct. The dodo bird was like the size of a large chicken, right? Apparently it tasted really good. It was over in the Galapagos Islands. So people were going over there to check out the flora and fauna of these Galapagos Islands. One man killed a dodo bird and was like, wow, this is delicious. This is like big chicken. So the next day they go out and they kill another one. But these dodo birds don't seem to get the idea that these people killing their brethren are dangerous. They don't run. They don't run, they don't attack, they don't do nothing. They just sit there and wait to be killed. So now what happens is that once the word gets out, there's these delicious massive chickens over there, and one man can do it and it's easy. Then 2 men can do it, it's easy. Then next time is 5 men, and it just exponentially grows. So you've got killing sprees going on, and these dodo birds are just like, what happened to Frank? Frank was just over there a second ago. What happened to Frank? I don't know. And then he's dead. It's like we are the most forgivingest set of dodos set of people on this planet. How can you have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of domestic female workers killed throughout the UAE in 3 years? And you think, I'll have some of that for my country as well. We'll take some of that action. What's wrong with you? Aunt Kathy, she said in one of her videos, and I might be, this isn't a quote, this is what I remember, so it's not a quote. But she was saying that from her experience, Gambian people as a whole are generally retarded. Now, when she said it, I was like, yo, that's a bit hard, a bit heavy. But this foolish man who's working in government and the president, this foolish president, is signing off on these people going over to United Arab Emirates. And his women are going over there because whereas in Gambia you'll earn about $50 per month, maybe £50 per month, working as a domestic worker. Over in the UAE, you might be getting $250, maybe $300. So why wouldn't you go? Of course you're going to go. They'll tell you that, your accommodation is included, so you don't have to worry about that. What they don't tell you that your accommodation is 9 people sleeping in one room. They won't tell you the accommodation, you're actually locked in there. You have no kind of say until you've got a placement and then you're locked in the house and you're working. Then they take your passport away so you can't leave. They don't tell you none of that. All right, we lie on the floor until someone buys us. Shocking allegations of UAE agencies' abuse of domestic workers. Okay, women interviewed by The Guardian report agencies denying them food and passports, holding them captive and sending them on social media. Women seeking jobs as domestic workers in the UAE allege they are being detained and abused in squalid accommodation while recruiters sell them over apps and social media platforms to household employers, according to interviews and documents seen by The Guardian. So family members are pimping out their own sisters for the sake of what, $100 a month? What they need is some people from Black America, from the Caribbean, from Great Brutland, to teach these locals to get some backbone. Don't. Why are you leaving for? For what? What are you leaving for? Don't go over to another country so you abandon your own country. The country's had years and years of brain drain. Don't leave this country to seek a better life in another country where they kill you. That's stupid. Stay here. Make your money here. If you find that working for someone is not bringing enough money, start your own business. And when I say start your own business, I'm talking like simple. You pick the mangoes, you juice the mangoes, you add sugar and put it in a jar, and together we'll send these out to supermarkets. I don't know. Whatever it is, figure out a better way. There's way better ways to make money than working as a cleaner in someone's house for Arab people. If we're going to see any improvement in the fortunes of this here continent, they're going to need us. We've had like a 400-year head start of what it's like interacting with these other groups. We know the traumas, we know the dramas that's involved in dealing with these other groups. People here in Senegal, in Gambia, and so on and so forth, they don't know. And I'm talking about the most educated, the people who are at the top of leadership, have no clue. Or worse, they know and they don't care. They're happy to sacrifice their own people. So they're going to need for someone with a bit more sense, a bit more brought up, as they say in Jamaica. That's not how it works here. You got to like stay where you are and build up yourself and your family that way. It's like as though the question has been said many, many times. How could people who are living here sell their own kinfolk to the Europeans in order for them to be enslaved in the West? And I know that we kind of go, well, they didn't know what they were up for. But in 2024, these people know hundreds and hundreds of Kenyan women have died doing this work. Hundreds and hundreds of people have died doing it. And yet they're like cool with sending their own children, their own young sisters, their own mothers, their own aunties to do the same work for $200 a month. Maximum they can send back to their family. I don't know, man. It's like we're just way too forgiving. Anyway, that's all I got to say for this video. We'll keep working on this. This is your brother Marty. Until next time, you take care of yourself.